Oh, Jesus. We're live in like 3 different places because I have no idea what is going on with the internet.
We're triple live now.
Because this one, I have no idea what's going on with that one. No data is what it says. I don't know why doesn't it have sound? Okay, well, we're on this one. Hi, guys.
Can you hear me now? How about now?
We have internet now.
We're somewhat back.
We're somewhat back.
So whoever it was in the comments that said blink twice if you need help, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Poor folk in Tennessee can't use internet. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We're
Goodness.
hillbillies, not IT people.
Yes. Someone said the modem illegally parked. Yes.
The modem was towed away.
Okay, I have no idea why that one has no sound because his phone is working. So
It's on. I'm looking at the live on my phone. I'm looking at the live on the computer, and
it's the exact same.
it's the exact same. I don't know why it doesn't have sound. For whatever reason, the other one crashed. We tried to. I don't know what we tried to do. Anyway,
The internet crashed.
still be sound.
Okay. How's the weather there? It is hot. It's very hot.
Especially now after we just dealt with all of the internet stuff. It's very hot.
Yes.
Um,
Can you park motorcycles in pay lots in Gatlinburg?
So we were discussing this, guys. We were motorcycle parking in Gatlinburg is probably the toughest because you'll come up to some of the paid lots that you could pay $20 and it'll say no motorcycle parking. And I cannot, or Kristen cannot understand for the life of us why they don't want motorcycle parking in there. Maybe because you could pay for one and fit 4 motorcycles in one parking spot, or
I don't know. I haven't figured out, but there is motorcycle parking at the parking garage at Stoplight 3.
Stoplight 3. So as soon as you get into town, right there where it splits, it goes 321 or the Parkway. If you'll go right through that intersection and right to the left-hand side, there is the 3-story parking garage there. Out front of that 3-story parking garage is motorcycle parking right there, and we see tons of bikes there. So
Yes. So sorry, down south outdoors. I'm just now getting to your question. I saw you asked it on the other live. Moving from Alabama to Gatlinburg, have any advice?
Kristen.
Housing. Have your housing lined up first.
Yeah, we don't. We run into so many folks that are really on a hardship, homeless, thought that they could come and be good. Most of the housing here in our area, if you can find it, is going to be anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and that's only going to be for a very tiny one room place. We find a lot of people that are in those one room places sharing with a couple of other families just so they can afford the $2,000 and $3,000 a month rent. So housing is the number one. Like, you can come here and make good money. There's lots of, everybody's hiring, and you could always get a very good job, but you're gonna have a hard time finding a place to live. We just don't. Everybody that had anything to do with housing has now sold it to a bigger corporation and turned it into a nightly rental, just because, obviously they can make more money off of a nightly rental than they can a monthly rental. So our area is really hit hard with no place to live.
But now in Gatlinburg, they've built 7 to 10 new apartment buildings there on Glades Road. I don't know that they're open yet.
Yeah, it's gotten way better, guys. We've had a lot of people building the big apartment complexes, duplexes. There's another one over on Veterans Boulevard. They had the 4 big buildings go up over there, and they're working on it. It's coming, but I don't necessarily think that coming on a whim right now is definitely not a good idea, because it's going to be tough.
But if you have housing secured, come on.
Yeah.
Yes, they had messaged back in the chat and said they have a condo and a yearly payment of $3,200 on Ski Mountain.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
That's good.
Ski Mountain is really cool. So when it snows, stay put.
Yes, I tried to mention in the other stream that we're over here, but I
It's
It's
yeah. I'm staring at my phone down here, guys. That's what I'm looking at. My phone stream is doing weird things.
okay.
too.
Should I just end this one?
Yeah.
New stream is going over here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're back.
Okay. Thank you, Brian Allen, for $20 in the chat. Thank you so much.
Brian Allen.
He sent us our vests.
So yeah, guys, if you notice our really cool safety vest with our big logos that are on the back, Brian Allen keeps us hooked up with those, and those have been amazing. Thank you, Brian.
Yes. Have you ever towed the same illegal parker twice? No.
No. They generally know what's going on. So
We've witched people twice in the same day
Mm-hmm.
or the same week. But
yeah, the same day too, I think.
yeah, the same day. Yeah. When will you ever get a heavy duty tow truck? Do semis get stuck up there a lot?
Semis get stuck a lot, and for me, I'm good for right now. Even if I had a heavy, just getting it to some of the places that the heavy shouldn't have been in the first place that I need to recover. So a lot of times that's why you'll see me in either Big Red or a little truck. Little things doing big things is because I can't, they shouldn't have been there in the first place, and then me going and trying to rescue. But we do have excellent, Stewksbury, Bakers. Those two guys are amazing, and if ever there's a big situation, then they've got it handled. They've got some big trucks, and they're always willing to reach out to us and help us, and yeah, that's always there. So for right now, we've got our hands full for sure right now. But that's not saying in the future. Gatlinburg needs crazy things, and we're trying to make our spot there, and we're growing every day.
Brent Cox said, have you ever damaged a vehicle? And if so, what happened?
I have, I'll give you a for instance, since you're asking on damages. So I did a tow one day to Knoxville for a Porsche. I think it was a Porsche.
It was a Porsche.
Okay, so I hooked up to said Porsche, and we towed it all the way to the Knoxville area, got ready to drop it off in the parking lot. Those folks met us up there. If you guys seen my auto loader, so my auto loader, the boom comes down, and then we go under the truck and boop, pick it up. Well, I came down and I got ready to unload this Porsche, and I retracted my boom, and I thought that I was clear, but in fact I was not. And then when my boom came up, my boom caught the front of the bumper and ripped the bumper in the dead center of the car. And we had to buy a new bumper cover.
Oh my gosh.
So
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Yeah.
yeah, I have bought a Porsche bumper.
But Miss Violet was very kind about it.
So listen, Miss Violet, if you found your way to our channel, she was the sweetest lady.
She really was. She was very understanding.
She said stuff happens, and she actually, the Porsche that I tore the bumper up on was torn up before I got to it, because she valet parked it, and she said the valet busted the bumper on a wall. So it hadn't been fixed from the valet, and then
So she got a new bumper.
So she got a
Yeah.
new bumper, and it was broke anyway. But she was the sweetest lady ever.
She really was.
Someone asked, what is the music you play at the end? It is called Walking on Thin Air, and it is on Wondershare Filmora X's copyright-free music playlist, if you can find it elsewhere. That's what it's called.
Yes, I had a lot of people reach out to me wanting to know about one of the older ringtones, the tow truck ringtone.
Mhm.
That was just one of the things that I'd found there on our phone too. So I just typed in tow truck and ringtone, and that was.
Do y'all have 2 boys and 1 daughter? No.
Just one of each.
Let's see. Brent Cox, thank you so much. $20 in the chat.
Oh
my
that's
gosh.
nice.
We're gonna have a good time with helping out. I
Mhm.
promise, guys. Like I said, this has just been so cool.
And people have sent us like larger toys too, like a toy that would be a
Yeah.
gift.
That'll be cool when it comes close to the Christmas season.
Mhm.
Just to be able to do those things, and maybe get I don't know. We thought about maybe hitting up one of the apartment complexes or duplexes, and maybe get some of those toys passed out. You never know.
You guys always show awesome cabins with great views. What's the best way to get info on them? Most of the time, I'll try to look up the address just based on the signs that I see in the video and try to link you guys to the name of the cabin if I can find it. Most of them are in the Ski Mountain area, I think. A lot of the times when you guys are up there. I don't know what cabin company is like most prevalent up there.
They're all different.
It's a bunch. Cabins USA,
Colonial, Timber Tops,
Colonial. There's a bunch of cabin, and most of those are going to give you those view pictures that you want to see. It might not be the driveway that you want to traverse, but they're going to show you what view that cabin has to offer. So any of those websites will get you that.
And then somebody was asking, I don't know if they messaged or what, but they were asking about the cabin that we went to that had the waterfall that went under the house.
We get a lot of messages on that.
That one was out toward Cosby, wasn't it?
It was way out, guys. I mean, if you really didn't want to do much of the local things, that would be a good place to just rest and take it easy. But it was way out in Cosby.
Oh my goodness! Someone said the First Live Doug donated $500 in the chat.
Oh my goodness!
Was it Doug Jackson?
Doug Jackson.
Oh my goodness! I did not see that before it crashed, but thank you so much if that was Doug Jackson or whichever Doug it was. Oh my goodness.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Doug, and if whatever Doug it was, thank you very much. And Doug
awesome.
Jackson is always in our comments, and he is always helping out and sending us cool things.
Yes.
Have you ever towed a celebrity's car?
No Dolly Parton. No.
Don't
Not
think
really.
So. I don't.
We're very fortunate in the area, guys. We do get a lot of celebrities that come. I mean,
We've never seen them though.
Yeah,
never seen any of them.
They get hustled. So we'll see like a big tour bus or some big private thing, and they'll always have it like roped off and where you can't really get. But we know that a lot of cool people and a lot of famous people come and visit, but we can't get to any of them, and they shuttle them and swoosh them around to different parts. And
yes, remembering Doug, justice for Doug. Thank you, Doug.
Yes, Doug, for sure.
That's awesome.
He's always looking out for you guys. So, wow, yeah, just really cool. I can't wait for some of the videos that we can capture. And I was just talking about it tonight on how I don't know how in the world we find ourselves at the right place at the right time. But even the one tonight where we helped out the homeless people there, just the right place at the right time, and the smiles that we get for helping out, and it's because of you guys. Because you guys are donating, we can try to help out in places. That last guy was in tears.
He really was. He did not expect that at all. He just asked for a jump start.
Yeah, he just wanted a jump start. But really cool. Don't want to miss out the video.
How often do you check your winch cables?
My winch cables, I think I went through this. I try to every year, whether they need it or not, to replace them. Our newest tow truck, I went out 2 years on that one because everything was absolutely brand new. All of the rollers and all of the winch. So our new truck has been absolutely amazing on keeping the cables fresh. As long as I keep things straight on the roll up, just don't let your cables cross on keeping them stored and rolling them back up. Make sure that everything is safe. And when I roll mine up, I go grab a can of WD-40 and I'll spray across the roller. And I'll just let that WD soak in, and it really helps as far as that cable sliding. So once a year, unless you can really, really take care of it.
Yes. Kent Woman says, sorry if you already answered this. Have you ever been called for an illegal park in a handicap spot?
A bunch. Handicap spots are kind of tough. We'd like for the police department to handle those situations. They'll come out and either fine them and then make the decision on whether it needs to be removed. So we like for the police department to handle handicap parking, but we have had a few businesses reach out to us, and but regardless, we still call the local PD on everything that gets removed. So anything that we tow, it all gets reported.
Yes, and don't apologize, Kent. That is our bad for the internet issue. Thank you for leaving your question again.
Yes, absolutely. I don't. Internet.
Thank you for joining again and asking. Do you guys get any Canadians? Not that I know of. Like towing? Towing Canadians?
We've towed a few Canadians just because they've needed a tow, but
yeah,
Not
like,
illegally
not back
parked.
to Canada or not illegally
no,
parked.
I think I've had a
Yeah.
few people reach out to me and we've sent some merch over to Canada and
England. or-
England. We've
UK,
sent.
that
So
area.
while I've got that, thank you guys so much for the support on our t-shirts and our merch. Kristen's ordered some stickers that's going to be coming soon. Those are some really funny stickers. I'm thinking about turning the sticker into a t-shirt. But we do have a lot of new ideas coming up. I know we get a lot of that stuff, and we try to keep it. We try to get those out there, but it's just been so busy. But I promise, hats are
They're
we
sold
don't
out
have
right
we
now.
sold out right now,
But they're on the way.
within a week or so, we're going to have some new hats coming, and they're going to be some new colors. I thought not everybody wants to wear. I wear black because I get nasty all the time. I could put on a gray shirt and it would look disgusting in an hour.
Mhm.
So me always touching my hat, the bill. I just like to wear the dark clothing. But we do have some colors coming, and I do thank you guys so much. We appreciate all the support on that. We're always trying to ship out hats and shirts, and I always love it because I get people that come into the area. They're coming into town on vacation and they've got one of our shirts and our
Yeah.
hats on. They're walking up and down the parkway or they're sending me pictures. So the support is it's amazing, guys.
It's really cool.
Super cool.
Yes. 2 comments in a row. Any calls today? Are you off this evening? We do have one call later after this.
Yeah, it was a crazy morning, guys. I probably had 30 phone calls early this morning but yeah, I have one lady that is in a ditch on Ski Mountain.
I have the address on my phone.
I don't know, but she's in
in the ditch waiting.
we do have calls, but we're trying to get through.
Yes, we acknowledged Doug's donation.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
That's awesome.
Have you ever gotten yourself stuck and had to winch yourself out?
Yes.
There's probably some pictures. Probably pictures and videos. So, guys, I went to do bad things on Ski Mountain during Sky Harbor. It was Sky Harbor. Sky Harbor during one of our winter events. This was probably 3 years ago when we had Little White, just 2-wheel drive. But I had a front and back winch, so I thought I was okay. But I came down, ditched. I started sliding, so I just put it in the ditch so we would not go off the edge of the mountain. And I got myself out, but we spent probably 2 hours trying to recover.
Ditch, yeah,
trying to recover the tow truck.
What's funny is what came up in my Snapchat memories from like 3 or 4 years ago was the rollback falling into the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot of people.
Not a lot of people know about that.
Yeah.
So I saved those videos. Let me know if you guys want a short of the time that the rollback fell into the parking lot. The parking lot collapsed underneath the rollback
into a grease
into a grease trap.
Yeah.
So I thought about making a short of. I just recorded it on my phone on Snapchat, so the quality is not the best, but it happened 4 years ago. So, but yeah,
guys, that one was crazy. And another big shout out to Stooksbury. He came with his truck and got the front of the rollback winched up out of the grease trap. But it just collapsed. We pulled in the parking lot. We were starved to death. We had a full day of towing, and I pulled up into there, and I got ready to open my door, and I thought I blew a tire. I thought, oh my God, the tire blew. And I got out, and the entire front end of the rollback was down into the whole parking lot collapsed because it was like a day like today.
Yeah,
it was
super hot.
it came up in my memory, so it was like end of July.
Yeah, it was super hot.
But yeah, let us know if you want to see that. Kendra's
Yes.
probably got some pictures and videos. Of
I
that.
do have videos. Let me know if you'd like
Actually,
to
I
see it.
think we made a whole video of it, so we've got a video of it somewhere because
I don't know if it's
I
on
had-
the channel or not.
It is. I know I had the camera out,
Okay.
so it's
Well, the camera's in my footage, so I know the camera was out.
it's an old potato quality video. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's super old.
Are there any tows that you just will not do?
Um,
I mean, we've showed some of the ones that were just consultations that we didn't do, like the excavator.
the excavator,
Mm-hmm.
Skylift. If you guys have ever seen any of these Skylift, and by Skylift I mean the big, huge 4-wheel things that set trusses and things. I mean they boom up like 5 and 6 stories. We get a lot of those that are unknown callers.
Let's see. Have Have you ever had someone pull a weapon on an illegal park?
I don't think so.
On a repo?
On a repo, yes.
We had in the Knoxville area, we had a guy that decided he was going to pull a handgun on us. We had car keys on this one, so I was just going to go and get it and load it up on the truck. But we had a couple guys that came out and saw us backing out of the parking lot, dove into the car through the window, grabbed the keys from the ignition, turned it off, and we got into a kind of a heated there. But they had the police there, and at the end of the day, we had GPS tracking on the vehicle, and we ended up getting the repossession done. And that's kind of why we don't do repossessions anymore.
Yes. How's the pregnancy? Thank you for asking. Going well. I have a few videos on my channel if you guys would like to see updates.
Yeah, Kendra does a very good job on that stuff, and that's exciting news. So yeah, go over to her channel and check out some of her, because a lot of people want to follow and want to know about the pregnancy.
My channel is Kendra K, but it is also linked on Everything Auto's page. Have you ever lost or dropped a vehicle due to a cable snapping? Not that I know of.
I've not lost one. We had a service van a few years back that we were trying to winch from a gravel, and I broke a winch cable. It was no big deal. The cable broke. The vehicle didn't move. We didn't drop anything, and we had to leave. And another company came in.
But that's always a big fear of mine.
Mhm.
It's always like I always worry about equipment failure.
That's why cable maintenance is important.
Yes.
Cable maintenance is definitely important, and that one was back when we just had our single line truck. It was our little white truck, and it was, there wasn't. I couldn't finish if I'd had my twin line, then I probably could have finished the pool, but we just couldn't. It needed another truck. So,
how easy is it to tow a Tesla from non-consent towing?
it's really easy. We're lucky in that we've got the auto loader and the dollies, so Tesla is just as easy as anything. I don't have to touch anything but the tires. I know a lot of companies, you'd have to get in and figure out how to put it into tow mode, or you're trying to hook stuff to. There's no place to hook to on these cars, guys. You can't just put hooks and chains on them. So auto loader and dollies. We pick them up all day long when they're dead, and we tow them over to the Tesla charging port. We drop them off, they recharge their car, and they're off. And
but we did have one that was an illegal park. One illegal park Tesla that we were able to get.
The red one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we've ever pulled a Tesla out of a ditch.
Never. So guys, I had a Geico insurance adjuster had told me just a couple of days ago. He said, I hope that you don't ever have to winch one of those for being off-road. He said, we pretty much total, if they have any structural damage to the underneath, because that's where the batteries are at. If there's anything compromised battery-wise or that structure, he said they total them. So I hope that you keep your Tesla on the road. I don't want to have to tow a Tesla.
Yes. Y'all seem to only film on the weekends. Any particular reason?
Weekends?
I think it's just for illegal parks. That's just when they get the most calls for them.
Yeah.
It's just when they happen to occur most frequently is on a weekend.
It is through the weekday, especially through non-vacation times. Most of the folks, we have an influx of people on the weekends.
Yeah.
So if parking is an issue, it's generally when crowds are a little larger on the weekends.
Yes. What's the music in the beginning? It is linked in the description box of every video, and we had a family friend write us custom music. So that is the music in the intro.
And there's actually like a full song.
There is a full
lyrics and
song.
everything.
And that link is always in the description box of all the videos, so you guys can watch the full video on YouTube, the music video. Rich Persinger said he donated $10 in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rich.
He says, "Is Jeff ever going to say gotcha or sing so we can get a bingo?"
Gotcha. I don't know about the singing part. We
Sometimes,
like to be goofy sometimes.
yeah. Never had so much fun in total silence. Yes, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Yes,
I'm
apologize
blinking.
for that.
I'm in distress.
Somebody was asking if you need a CDL to drive a tow truck. I think
Some of the bigger trucks you do. Most of the smaller stuff is just F endorsement. So it just depends on how big of a truck it is. And but yeah, some do require it, some don't.
How long have you had this channel? Since what, 2018?
You've had it for a long time because you made it years and years and years ago to show someone a video of the Mustang. Years ago.
So I had a 93 Cobra, golly, back in like 2002, 2001.
It was 2002. Yeah, it was
2000.
was born.
So 2002, I had a red SVT Cobra, and this was back before really cell phones and filming and that. So I made a YouTube channel to post that vehicle for sale. And that I had just one single video on there for
a long time.
But for Everything Autos channel, I want to say, what, 2017, 2018?
probably 2018 before
Before
the
posting regular.
and I was just for years it was just I post some single video. It just
buying more ratchets to have every tire. So I think this is like a dolly strap down question, which we get a lot. I personally don't know the answer. I'm usually the one that responds in the comments, but I leave those.
So the dolly issue there. So here's my theory on it. I don't necessarily strap the dollies down every time. If we're going to head up to say Knoxville, where I'm going to be running speeds that are more than 30 or 40 mile an hour, then the dollies, I do have straps for the dollies. But how often traveling down your road does your vehicle jump off the road 4 foot in the air? So your vehicle would have to come off and be 3 or 4 foot in the air before it would come off of a dolly. So they sit down in the buckets, and the weight of the vehicle sits down in the buckets, and it holds it in there. So
they're lucky that the Gatlinburg lot is like 3 minutes from most of.
Yeah, it's
we
like
are.
right there.
And it's we're generally doing like 10 or 15 mile an hour. And like I said,
It would have to come way up.
the odds of your vehicle jumping up in the air 3 foot and coming back down.
You would notice, you would hear something going wrong before
Yeah.
it actually fell out. Why do they not keep dish soap in the trucks?
Dawn dish soap. I told Coben about this the other day because we had an RV. No, it was a U-Haul. Had a U-Haul that was stuck in a ditch, and I told Coben, I said, we're gonna have to keep some dish soap in here. So because a lot of you'll see them, they'll sprinkle it out, spray it out on the road, and that dish soap is slick, so you can slide the heavier stuff without it really binding up, putting a lot of pressure on your winch. So dish soap is nice. Even getting things off of the rollback. You see a lot of folks that'll dish soap it up and slide them off if they're in gear, they're stuck in gear, or damaged in some sort of way. So, but that's scary.
It is scary because it's hard to control a slide.
Yeah.
This is the whole reason we bought, the small truck with dollies. It's just safe. I don't have to slide things off of a rollback bed and worry about damaging it.
I think it might work for those companies that are not operating on mountains.
Yeah,
because it's a little bit
spot.
it's a little bit less controlled when you use dish soap as opposed to the other gear that they have.
You can let the winch cable out. Now there are some amazing videos out there, guys, and I'm sure you've seen them where they'll get the winch slacked up and ready, and they'll take some WD-40 and WD down the bed, and they'll just give it a little jerk, and that car will slide all the way off the rollback bed and right into the parking spot.
Yeah.
And for me, it would keep going, and it would hit a concrete wall, and
Go down the mountainside.
and I would have to
winch it out. Yeah. What kind of dash cams do you use? They are the King Slim 4D dual dash cam, and they are linked in the description box of all of our videos.
Yes, my brother actually bought the D5, and
I have the D5 too.
You got the D5 too, but he said it was really cool. He set it up for offline, or it records really cool. They've got really good quality.
Yes. Will you be doing a Christmas drive? Usually what we do for Christmas is giveaways or buying things for people.
Yes. We like to meet and give those, just Christmas buys. Those are fun. I have a lot of people that wanted to do the Christmas drives.
I mean,
in years to come, I guess when things get a little bigger, that definitely would be really cool.
Yeah, it would take some planning.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a great question. Antoinette wants to know, do you buy and place the no parking signs?
We buy and print those signs and give them to the businesses, and the businesses place them where they want to place them on their property. But yes, we do make them and furnish them for the businesses.
Keith Sanders, have you ever had to fight off snakes and assorted vermin?
I have never. So Kristen loves snakes.
I love snakes.
And the only time that we have ever seen a snake was on, if you guys seen the video of the rooftop pool that didn't get delivered because of the crane couldn't do it. So Kristen actually seen a snake on that one. But I waller around all of these mountains and I'm climbing up stuff, hands and knees, and I've never seen any.
I think we're too noisy. I think we're too noisy when we get there, and I think it scares everything off.
By the time I get there, you're rustling around in the leaves.
But now that owl hung out with us that day that we were winching that truck off the...
That was really cool. Owls are cool.
Pandora, have you come up with baby names? Yes, baby has a name. And yes, we'd be forever thanking Doug in the comments for his extremely generous donation.
That's amazing.
Need a shirt that says, "Hey, I didn't see the sign." We are working on new merch.
Yes. Just like I said, we've got some new ideas coming, and we just need to get over with Jason. Jason, if you're watching, you're really cool. He
does a good job.
He keeps us supplied in t-shirts and things like that, and hopefully we can transition off, and he can get us a lot more cool stuff coming for the merch store. And we're going to go see Jason, and he's going to get us some more stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Do you have Cash App or PayPal because YouTube takes 30? We do not.
I have Cash App.
We have Cash App.
Yeah.
But let me see here.
Everything autos.
Is the Cash App?
Is the Cash App.
Everything autos. Better way to donate. I think Debbie Bertram. Thank you so much if you donate anything in the chat or on PayPal.
Yeah, I think that's what it. I think that's what it is.
Happy early birthday to Robbie Crane. His birthday's tomorrow.
Robbie, happy birthday, Robbie.
And yes, Gloria, so sorry for your loss. Her husband's name was also Jeff.
Yes, everything autos. Cash App is.
Everything autos Cash App. If you would like to donate to Cash App instead of YouTube.
That's what that looks like.
Can you do a drive-by of the tree houses, the treehouse cabins during the daytime?
Treehouse cabins.
Yeah, we keep needing to get over there.
It's kind of off the beaten path. It's a dead end. No reason to be driving through there, but that is really cool. If you guys have watched Treehouse Master, I like to watch that. It's really cool to see him get some. But he has built a whole treehouse community, and it is right off of the spur. Southbound to Gatlinburg. There's a little road, Caney Creek.
Is it off of Caney Creek or is it off North? I don't know.
I can't remember exactly where it is, but I'll get that info. I'll get that info for you and get over there during that. Every time we go over there, it's nighttime, and all you can see is like the little glow of the little cabins and the rope bridges and things. But I'll get over there. I promise. It's really cool. If I was going to stay someplace, I would look that place up.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you ever get someone you tow want to fight you? In the most recent one, the guy did want to, but it hasn't aired yet.
Yeah.
So turn on your notifications for that one.
Yeah. Make sure that's smashed. And
that's going to be a doozy.
I'll get smashed.
Yeah, he did want to fight.
You thought about it,
Let's see here.
People are mad. People are always mad. Don't be mad. We got a lot of cool questions.
We do have a lot of good questions. Have you ever had? Yes, thank you, Doug. Have you ever had someone not pay and grab their vehicle from the yard? No. No,
we try to keep them out of the gate. We've had a lot of people that have threatened, "Hey, I'm coming to get my vehicle, and there's nothing that you can do about it," and it generally doesn't end well. You gotta pay to get your car out. And
yes, I have acknowledged Doug. I promise I am not leaving Doug out of the chat.
Do not leave Doug out of the chat.
We'll periodically we will thank Doug.
Yes. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug. Again.
is so cool, though.
It really is.
I
You
would,
need to type. Thank you, Doug. Can you comment in there?
Yes.
Okay.
so once again, guys, like I said, this doesn't
Okay.
happen. And it just the video that we had the other day where the police officer was going, he got out his wallet. He was going to pay for the recovery of that vehicle. And by you guys sending us the donations, and we have that account so we could help out, it, even if you didn't want to help the people that were in trouble and needed their car recovered, you're helping that police officer just as much as you're helping the people that were in trouble, because he can keep his money. And I mean, come on. I mean, he's a police officer. Can you imagine how much crazy stuff? We see crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a police officer, you see way crazier stuff, and there's no way that you could help out everyone. So thank you, Doug.
Yes. Do you have spare dollies? I think they always keep spare wheels.
I do. I keep spare wheels and tires for that, and I keep a spare on the truck just in case, because there would be nothing more humiliating than to have. And it's not like you could just take the dollies off and keep going, because you've got to have the dollies and all the drive. So we've got the stuff to change and put a spare tire on the dollies if we hit a hole that's this big,
Yes.
or the car jumps up in the air this far.
Yeah. How many calls do you get a day for towing or winch out?
Again, probably. I mean, we tow 3 or 4 on an average on our slower, but during our heavier seasons, we might get 10.
But there's some calls that we can't do or
Mhm.
or not, like.
Or they're gone when we get there.
Yeah.
Boarding a rope.
Yes. Yeah. Have you ever had a lowered car or a car on airbags that was too low to get under it to tow it away?
I have. And it's funny because we have an event here, guys. It's called Slammed Enough. And people bring lowered cars from all over the world. It's a really cool event. We like to check those cars out. But we have another local towing company that the PD had called to remove one of these lowered vehicles. And he said, can't get it. Gonna have to stay there. Can't get it. I promise you, I will make it happen, guys.
Yes.
I've had some that we've had to sit there. We've had to take, and most of these lower cars are like an easy disconnect. The bumpers come off of them. So we've sat there. We took the front bumper off of it, the back bumper off of it. We got it built up on blocks and scooped up under there.
And this was with the customer there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't.
Illegal park's a little bit different on that, but
Yeah.
But we did have that Challenger that crashed through the grass there at Dollywood in a parking lot, and I don't think we recorded that.
Probably.
But
not. Yeah, it was lowered to begin with, and then he crashed through there and flattened all 4 of his tires and bent some wheels. So it was a 1/4 inch off the ground probably. But I've got blocks that we can build the vehicle up before we ever hook to it. And
And there is a video on the channel about the Slammed Enough car show where they towed a very lowered car out of the island parking lot.
yes,
If you want to see that.
and there was also
Yes.
a Corvette too.
the Corvette too.
The Corvette, yeah.
I always get the people that you can't tow that. And then, so yeah, the Corvette video was a really cool one to watch because we spent the extra time and no damage.
Yes. How many off-duty police officers have you towed illegal parks?
4?
Allegedly.
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 That
They were
we've
not.
been made aware of.
That they've told us that they were allegedly police officers.
Yeah, we get that.
Yes.
Somebody had actually commented and said that we should ID them. If they're
Yeah.
going to tell
Oh,
you
yeah.
that they're going to
Show
tell you
me your
that
badge.
yeah, show me your, and he said, I bet you more often than not, you'll find out that they were a police officer and they're not anymore. But hey, police officers, while we're on the subject, you guys are amazing. Thanks again to Gatlinburg, all of our Gatlinburg officers over there. We really enjoy working with them. They're just great people. They're great people. Just like the guy that was going to pay, or the people that have to deal with the crazy stuff every day. But they're cool. They're awesome.
So they're going to charge a drop fee for the stream dropping. Yes, we apologize immensely.
That's $150.
Yes. Yeah. Great comment. Why do you sell merch on Etsy?
We have talked about this, guys. So my wife, before we got really hot and heavy into towing, she had an Etsy shop and she would make doll clothes. You guys have seen the American Girl dolls. and you see the cheer team, they would often have a doll that matched their cheerleader outfit, or dance.
Gymnastics. All that stuff, yeah.
She would make these cool. Maybe we can get some of that stuff posted too. But she would make the outfits. So she sold on Etsy, so it was easy for us to do the transition to put merch on her store because her store was already going. I'm going to try and get the better website. We just haven't figured out because we lost signal here. How we can't get to get a store. We can't even keep a signal, but we're going to try to do a store website where we can take payments. That's the thing for us is it's just so easy for Etsy to take because they control sales tax. They control the shipping.
Right. They control the payments. They do all the credit card processing. They do all the addresses and everything. I'm able to purchase the shipping through there.
They make it very easy. Yeah. We don't get to really keep a lot of the funds from it because it's so expensive to list the stuff. So that's why we want to try to transition to do our own payment links and things like that. So we're trying, but it's just not here yet.
Yes. Have you ever had a caller give you What 3 Words app for the location? I have never heard of that app. What 3 Words is the name of the app for the location?
I don't know.
Usually you can just ask your phone, where am I? If you have an iPhone.
Yes.
And it will tell you.
Hey Siri, where am I? Hey Siri, where am I?
It will tell you the location if you don't know where you're at.
One sec.
She's still thinking about it.
So if you are stranded and you're on vacation,
it gives me the location.
It gives you the location.
Yeah. She said 1 second, but she found it.
She found it.
Yeah.
She was taking a nap. It's Sunday.
Do you have someone else tow for you so you can take the day off?
No, you just don't get a tow from me. If I'm taking the day off, then
you go call somebody else.
You're waiting on somebody else.
Yes. Am I having a boy or girl? I'm having a girl. Let me see.
And she will have her own tow truck.
She'll have her own tow truck. They want to see more illegal parks. More illegal parks are coming.
Yeah, we do have. We have more of those.
Yes.
Try to keep the stress level down. I don't know. Some of the winch outs are more stressful than the illegal parks.
What time of the year do you think is most dangerous to be driving on the roads in your area?
January. The end of January is generally when we get our snowfall here. We've gotten a few early snowstorms, but
it's usually in between Christmas and end of January.
Okay, so when the leaves start to fall in the fall is just as dangerous as a winter storm in late January because those leaves are just as slick as the snow and ice.
Yes. Can you give us a guesstimate on lost funds for illegal parks that you miss?
Oh my goodness. I would say it's maybe 50%.
I think so. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
For every phone call that we get to remove one, we miss and we don't get there. So guys, I guess this is a big question that people don't understand. You know, a lot of people get upset for, well, I don't know why this is so expensive, or it's really not expensive, guys, because there's times that I can leave here and get a phone call in Gatlinburg for an illegal part. And from leaving the shop here in Pigeon Forge, it could take me an hour fighting traffic to get to. And then once we get over there, they're gone and we miss out. So traffic.
And also they wanted to know, before you went cash only, how many would get disputed?
A bunch. It didn't take us long at all to figure out that taking a credit card for people that are already upset with you is not it's not going to work.
No.
And unfortunately, that's just where we're at with it. In today's world, I found out. So we were taking Square. So Square is what we were using to do our card processing, and Square would not stand up for our company in no way, shape, or form. They will just give your money back to whoever decides that they didn't want you to have it. And we've since moved to a different platform that's been a little more helpful. So I think, and but yeah, and it goes the same for anything. It's so frustrating, guys, that that somebody can reach out to your bank and just say, hey, I'm disputing that, and your bank will just give them the money back, and it's up to you to fight for that stuff. So
Yes. Why do you cut the price out of the videos? I promise I've seen this question asked. I'm not ignoring it. It was in the other live stream before it crashed.
So guys, it just varies, and we get a lot. We are not the only tow company here. There are 11 other, approximately, maybe more than 11, but 11 other tow companies in the area locally that do the exact same thing that we do. So we just, there's no sense. I don't feel like that I need to parade the price of what we're making. It's just, it's kind of more of a personal thing too for me, and we just leave it at what it is there on that. So, anything else to add to that?
Nope.
Have you ever been?
How much money did you make?
Yeah. Have you ever been on the Gatlinburg Sky Bridge? No, personally, I
I
haven't.
have not. And the illegal parks are anywhere from, they start at $150 and go up. And no, it's not $500. We get so many of those comments. I can't believe you're charging $500.
I think the cap. What is the cap? 1,000? We're nowhere near $1,000
In Pigeon Forge.
in Pigeon
Yeah,
Forge.
Pigeon Forge,
I don't know what it is in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
But no, guys, it's generally a very low number. But keep in mind, they're already upset because they didn't want to pay $20. So do you think they're going to want to pay $150 or up? No.
We need more bloopers. I will get you more bloopers, Brent. As I come across them, I promise I will get you some more bloopers.
Bloopers, but no more butt crack because I have suspenders.
Yes. Brian Allen says, "What's a good restaurant to go for an anniversary dinner?" Greenbrier in Gatlinburg.
Greenbrier, yes.
Or the LeConte
Topless Grill.
It's not topless.
Tapas, LeConte Tapas Bar. and Grill.
Greenbrier is great. I've
Yeah.
actually been there.
Either one of those.
Yeah,
for one of my-
Greenbrier has a good, and then that's your proposal spot down there, right?
Fancy.
It's very fancy. No, he proposed in Dandridge, but Dandridge is also very pretty.
Yeah, but they have a nice little lake or little river
They do.
area down there.
Yes, they do have a little river area down there.
It's very important on these hot days where you can go down there and float around before you have dinner.
We have answered about the price. I've seen the comments. Yes.
Everybody wants to know the price.
Everybody wants to know.
Oh, Greenbrier requires a reservation.
Yes, Greenbrier requires a reservation if you would like to go there. What is the biggest, how in the heck did you manage to get your car there recovery you have done? Maybe the one where the car, like, he kept driving and he was like this, and you were like,
yeah, how in the world?
how did that happen?
Yeah, we've seen some that were just nose down. And a lot of times people will try to get themselves out of trouble. Like they'll call us and we'll say, we'll be there. It always amazes me how much more damage or how much further they can get their car in 30 minutes.
What about the guy that was on the roof at Westgate?
Oh,
That
yeah.
was crazy.
How in the
It's
world?
like, how in the world?
And that happened more than once, too.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
The one people went through and down the stairs.
Yeah.
So there's
And the one that we did yesterday, they crashed and they went like through the parking lot.
So this one was bizarre, guys. They came down. So we just had the comment about the Sky Bridge.
Mhm.
So if you guys know where the Sky Bridge is located, it's way, 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 way up. And this road weaves all the way down. So this guy lost his brakes, come all the way down that crazy road, went through a gate opening that was probably 7 foot,
Maybe
7
Yes,
foot wide,
it was-
went through that gate opening, through a parking lot, and managed to miss a whole parking lot of cars before he collided against a brick wall and stopped his car
because he said the brakes went out.
because his brakes went out.
It's not even, I think it's happened more than the 2 times that I thought it did, because the guy that was in the snow, he was in the parking lot when we had that snow event, and he like slid into the
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So
So
it
it's
was
happened
on the
3.
walkway.
so it's
Yeah.
happened 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get some crazy stuff,
We
guys.
do, yeah.
We do.
Someone wants to know, for the locals who want to buy merch, can we come to the lot, or is it only shipment?
It's generally easier for us to ship them out because it's so hard for me to pin down times. Most of the time we're just out doing from one tow to a next, taking care of that stuff and then doing day-to-day life for what we do, either running to the post office or the store or doing maintenance. So it's usually easier for us to just mail out stuff.
I don't mind to ship the stuff out. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah,
to do that.
it's-
So it's
It's easier for us to ship.
because I can do that about 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's usually when it gets done.
Everybody's order gets packed up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then when we're out the door in the morning, it gets dropped off at the post office.
Somebody had asked what the funniest toe was. I think it was Pandora, but I can't find that comment anymore. The funniest toe? Maybe Sticky Mountain Pizza when we got them for the third time.
Oh,
Those guys are hilarious. Yeah, they're always in a good mood, and they like to joke around. They
Yeah,
really do.
They do. Yeah.
They get themselves into trouble. So delivering pizza up here in these mountains, they're always finding themselves. Their drivers are always getting in trouble. So, but they're always in a good mood.
Someone said, does the RV illegal part cost more than a regular car?
Yes, absolutely. And that was one of those things we had to return to that spot. So it's not only did you have to fight traffic to get over there to answer the initial call, but you have to go back over and make sure that they're not damaging stuff to leave the parking lot. So I have to go over there a couple of different times. And so.
Oh, wait a second. Which RV?
There was multiple. I think just in
the-
general.
Okay, but the RV that was over the.
It was the same price.
It was the same price. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now the RV with the RZR and the big truck that was all connected, that was
That
It's
was more.
expensive.
Because that was the rollback.
Yes. Yeah.
And I had some hateful comment on that one this morning too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, on why in the world did you not tow both of them? You saw that vehicle.
We couldn't get both of them in
Yeah.
time before they came back.
You only saw money sign, and we were on our way to get the other one.
Is Kendra part of your towing team or just your YouTube team? I have done illegal park pickups before, but not very often.
Yes.
Yes, we've had some angry people that she's had to.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of them was pretty angry when they came. I don't think we tried to record her pickup,
Mhm.
but the camera either COVID. No, like we have it all on. We recorded the entire pickup, and she was like, "Oh," and then she just got in their car and left.
Yeah.
So I really wish I would have gotten her on recording, but that's the one. I think I've done 2 here, but the other guy wasn't upset. So
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes all of us, guys. We do. By the time me and Kristen run out, and Coben's running around trying to help us do service calls, and Kendra's trying to keep the videos up. It's a lot of people think that we've got all these people that are helping us, and it's really not. It's just us. We're a small family, and we just try to get what we can to get it taken care of.
Now I think Kendra could. She's watched enough. She's edited enough
We-
videos.
So yes, I talk about this, guys, all the time. I'm like, if I did have to hire somebody to do something, Kendra could go right in because she sees every video. She sees how I hook, how I pull, how I deal with all this stuff. So at any time, she could get right in a tow truck and take off. And
well, the act of doing it, probably not. I could probably direct someone else to do it.
There you go.
Somebody had asked, do you haul any forklifts or rental equipment?
I had a forklift. Okay, so this was a crazy one. I had a guy from out of state call me and want me to pick up a forklift one time. And I said, yeah, well, we can get it. He said he wanted it at an auction here locally. So I went and got the forklift and loaded it up. He said, if you'll take it back to your lot, I'll come pick it up. He never came and got it. It was the most bizarre thing. To this day, I've never heard from this guy.
No.
No, internet still looks good.
Crazy.
Okay, back. It said it was glitching for a second. Oh my gosh, you guys gave me a heart attack. I do not
Can
want
you
to
still
have.
hear me?
I do not want to have to start the
Vicky.
live stream again. I
Vicky.
apologize.
Thanks, Doug.
Yes,
Doug.
thank you, Doug. You are the nicest tow driver ever. You can tow my illegally parked car. Maybe.
Doug! How do you do heart?
Oh my goodness. Let me see. What got y'all into the business? Where did you learn so much?
Again, guys, I grew up with it. Grandpa started out and we were heathens in a junkyard, watching him do things and work on things. And we just kept it going. So learn.
Yes.
It's nice just to get out and do things.
Yes, there are old videos that mention the price, and no, it has not changed. So the price is out there.
It's floating out there.
Hendrick Castle, do you like the gifts Kendra we brought you? Yes, thank you so much for all the gifts that have been sent for baby. I have been meaning to make a video, and once I get caught up on my older footage, I will. But thank you in advance for that.
I think they're the ones who brought us the persimmon pudding too.
Yes.
Persimmon pudding
thank
was
you.
really good.
Yes.
It was delicious. We growing up in persimmon capital of the world over there, so that was really cool. She brought us everything. Cool
She
Whip,
did, yes.
Cool Whip, and
Persimmon pudding and baby stuff.
baby stuff. Yes,
Mhm.
that was really good stuff. Thank you guys. You guys are always bringing
Has
us cool stuff.
strawberries on it. The
Oh,
strawberry
I love
blanket.
the strawberry blanket. I literally just washed it the other day and put it in her in with her stuff. Let me see.
Dolls, the lady that made us the crochet
Yes.
dolls.
Yes.
Yes.
Those are really cool. We've got those
It's
back
insane.
down in the shop, and
The blanket that's crocheted that's right over here.
yeah, that was really cool too. And all of our comics.
Oh yes,
Gary,
Gary.
Gary Monroe just had a birthday, 80,
80.
80. Just 80.
80,
Yes.
80th birthday. Gary, if you're watching, that's we love all of the. I don't know that I have any more over here that I have.
I think they're right there. Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a bunch of these. I think this is Gary's latest. So look, you can't even throw away Gary's envelope. Gary even
He even
does.
drew on the
he
envelope.
even drew on the envelope. There it is.
It
Aw.
says, "I'm watching you."
I'm watching you. Gary is so cool, guys.
So
Let me tell you.
creative.
I keep saying I'm going to get all of this stuff together in one big thing, so we can share it with you guys. But I mean, he just does. He sends us these little cartoons.
And people do all kinds of custom stuff for us, creative
Yes.
stuff. We've got woodwork stuff. We've got a star made out of license plates. We've got plaques and like this little tray that sits over here.
He even sent us the book too, the binder for all the
Yes.
for all
Clear,
of them.
yeah, the little clear binder to like put stuff in, and Gary is so cool.
Such a talented artist.
And thanks to Gary's granddaughter, I think she reached out to me and let us know when Gary's birthday was, and we try to get. But we love all of these. It's like a mail smiler. Anytime we get these packages, we can't wait to go and flip through them. And like I said, I want to put them all in one big binder. And someday it's cool to flip through and check out, because he's got like. Gary's very talented.
Gary is very talented. Yes.
Hey, I don't know who sent me keychains.
Yeah, somebody threw those over the fence.
Threw these
And
over
we
the
missed them.
They're keychains, and I've got those, and we'll hand those out
To the kids.
to the kids.
Yes.
Somebody threw hats over the fence the other day.
So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know they sent me some hats. I think it was Pay to Park.
Mhm.
It had a tow truck on one side. But it's funny. So guys, we've got security cameras at the lot, so we get to see people like putting stuff over the fence there. So we've gotten wreaths. We've gotten
Tons and tons of candy and toys and stuff like that to hand out.
yeah. We've got mountains of candy and toys and hats and
All
hats
kinds
are
of
cool.
just personalized stuff, and it's just incredible the talent that people have.
And just to take time out of your day. And I know for me, time is time is precious to everybody, but we can hardly find a spare moment to do things. Like, we haven't had a vacation in 3 years. We're just constantly doing stuff. So when you guys take all of these hours out of your day to make us this stuff, or to take time out of your vacation to come and try to see us, and that's just really cool. It's really cool. We appreciate everybody.
Yes. Thank you, Okie Sooner News, for $20 in the chat. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
And thank you, Mr. Bulldozer Gaming, for $2 in the chat. They want to know, how old are you?
45 years old.
Yes. I had responded to a comment the other day. Someone had said, you didn't look old enough to have adult children. Both of us are adults. Me and Coven are both adults. I'm 25. Coven is 20, almost 21.
Almost 21.
Mhm.
We can almost go party. We don't have time to party. But yeah, me and I met Kristen when I was 16.
I was 16. We were both 16.
We were both 16. We were married at 18. And Kendra came along at
19.
About 19 years old. So yeah, we were fun.
Has anyone in the government ever wanted to know where cars run off the road most so they could use that to add guardrails or widen the roads?
They don't care.
No, but what comes to mind for me is on the spur there was that pothole there on the spur, and we would call the park every day and say, "Hello, park, we have a car southbound on the spur with 2 flat tires." And every day, 2 flat tires on the spur because they would hit that pothole. So then when they did their maintenance, because they do maintenance like every 2 months, when they did their maintenance, they filled that in after that.
And I said, darn, I made a lot of money off that pothole, and now you went and filled it in.
They're awesome.
Listen, the Rangers work their butts off too, guys. Holly's out there working her butt off too all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not too good with names. I know Dan, and but they're all good, and good times.
Somebody had asked, have you ever made someone wait until Monday morning to pick up an illegal park? I think the blue Charger lady.
Yeah,
that was.
She was the only. She is still to this day the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Have a blessed day, and
Yeah, I think that's the only person they've made wait until Monday to get their car, and I think they were towed on a Sunday. So
yeah, she still haunts me.
Yeah, you almost made that other guy wait.
Yeah,
this one.
The one that's coming up.
The one that's coming up.
The one that's coming up. Yeah.
He came very close to waiting too, but and that's why I do that stuff, guys. Like I said, I don't want to keep people from their vacation. Got one vehicle, they may have medication in there or something like that. So, if I can get you your car back within the hour, then
you're not trying to punish him.
Yeah, it's not me. I'm just doing my job. They call me to remove it, and we just try to get you reunited with your vehicle as quickly as possible.
Yes, Hendrick, that was plenty of suckers that you guys gave us when you guys came down. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've gotten lifesavers too. We got some lifesavers. We got Play-Doh.
Ring pops.
Keychains.
The keychains. We've gotten a lot of cool things.
Yes.
Let me see here. What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Breakfast cereal.
Honey Smacks.
Honey Smacks. So no, wait.
Yes, we're from Indiana. Bucky's Nuggets.
Bucky's Nuggets, guys.
Milk.
So if you put that on some milk, that is probably the best cereal that you will have right there. Honey Smacks, I guess. Hey, we're lucky. So if you guys not been up to the 407 exit, we've got the largest Bucky's in the world. We've got a video out.
Yes.
And stop up there and get you some beaver nuggets and some milk.
Yes. We mentioned it in a previous video. We are from Bedford, Indiana. Somebody was asking.
Yeah, I grew up in Mitchell, went to school in Mitchell, Christian in Olytic, actually, but went to B&L, Bedford.
Yeah, somebody had said that their husband graduated from B&L in I think it was 1960 or 1964, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
I could be wrong, but they did comment under that video saying they graduated from B&L.
All of my family went to Bedford and B&L and Olytic schools.
I went to BMS before we moved here.
Yeah.
So, do you ever think about getting a rotator?
It's like I said, it's too big. I can't get it on these roads. And for the cost, it is so guys, it is so expensive. Tow trucks are crazy.
We were just talking to somebody from Chicago. He said his buddy owns a tow truck company, and he spent $1 million on this piece of machinery so that he could do trains.
Yeah.
And we just don't have that kind of stuff around here. We don't have trains. We're far enough from the interstate.
I don't have $1 million.
Someone said, do you guys keep any of the vehicles that you tow that owners abandon or insurance loss?
We get probably, I want to say 3 or 5, maybe a year that actually don't end up getting claimed. Most of the time it is, a vehicle that's not worth claiming, or the insurance company ends up being like from California, the lien holders in California, and they're like, they're just not going to send anybody to get it. And most of the time it's just a completely trash vehicle it's just going to go to scrap. So we go through all the stuff, all the certified letters go out to owners, and if they don't pick them up in the timely manner, then they get auctioned off and that or go to scrap. And most vehicles now are $300 to $600 on the scrap, depending on what they have, if they got aluminum wheels and things like that on them. But that's it. It's nothing fancy there.
Are you hiring? No.
We appreciate you guys. I get a lot of people that pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I would love to come work with you guys." And like I said, we're small. We're a small group. We've got plenty of help. I know Elijah, Kendra's husband, he would love to come and run a truck, and we're growing every year. We're taking it slow and easy.
Yes. A lot of people are asking if you have ever shaved your beard, or if you have pictures of you without a beard.
I have no chin, so I do. I've got. If you guys have followed me on any of that stuff, Instagram, I think there's some crazy slick face pictures posted out there. I don't have time to shave.
Just enough time to shave down the sides and oil it all up.
Yeah, just oil it up a little bit. But when I go on the motorcycle ride, it ends up going like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need a Jeff's Beard t-shirt and sticker. We're working on that.
Yeah, we are. We're actually working on that.
We were actually talking about that.
Yes, we're working on that.
Bruno.
They want you to continue the live on the tow that you have later.
Oh my gosh.
I'd love to do that, guys. I do, but it's so tough too, because me and Kristen are both in the truck, and we've all got like a certain thing that we do to try to get the road. Bernice, are you okay? The road cleared off as fast as we can. So sometimes it's hard for me to pull out my phone and do the, but I want to try to get some more of that going for you guys, because I know you'd love to see it. So I'm going to work harder. I'm going to work harder on doing some of that stuff and getting those lives out there. It's just tough. Sometimes it's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if it's a crash call or a PD call, I don't want to like be live and record something that I'm not supposed to.
And there's a lot of those crash calls and stuff that we just don't record because we don't have time. We've just got to get out and clear the road, and it's like it's an urgent situation.
Yeah, and if there's ambulance or emergency personnel on scene,
absolutely do not.
Yeah, we can't. We just can't film any of that stuff. I'll get you as much information as I can, and Kendra does an amazing job on editing out things that you guys are not supposed to see.
Personal information or
sensitive content.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Is Kristen going to stay behind after the baby's born? You can work by yourself.
I think they don't know how little you're going to let somebody else hold this baby.
Yeah. It's just not going to be. But yeah, we're looking forward to the holidays, guys. We're going to go into this great holiday, and we're going to have the little one here, and we're looking forward to it. But there'll be probably time. So we're going to take advantage of this too, and get Coven out here, because he's wanting to learn a lot more about the recovery end of it and the towing end of it. So Kristen's probably going to take a little bit of a break here in the coming months, and I'm going to try to get Coven's butt out there so that he can help me more and hands on. There's only one way to learn, I think, and to be the most careful is just hands on, get out there with it. So I'm going to teach him. And
then I can be available to help Kendra if she'll let me hold the baby.
Yes. Actually, I welcome all the help. I'm not, I don't know what I'm doing, to be fair. What can you say about the truck and trailer that took 15 parking spots? I do want to say that both on TikTok and YouTube, people are not watching the full video and are commenting that it's only 7 or 8 spots. There are 2 separate rigs, and it does say that on the screen, and the person mentions it, and it's a total of 15. So if you're about to go on there and comment, like, I only see 7 or 8, please watch. Just another minute into the video.
Watch the video.
Please.
Watch the video. I got so many hateful comments on that
TikTok. Yeah.
They just watch the short. So watch the whole video, not
And
just the short.
the YouTube shorts are in 3 parts also. The first part, second part, third part. The second part is the one that shows the second rig. And I've been getting a lot of comments on part 1 saying it's only 7 or 8 spots.
Yeah.
It's in the second part.
Yeah. Part 2.
Part 2. Watch part 2.
The shorts are basically just like previews.
Yes,
of the
just
videos.
previews of the video. Yeah.
Thank you,
Like a
Doug.
Trailer.
Thank you, Doug. We've answered that already. Have you ever damaged a car because of the? Have you ever towed a damaged car because of the local rope and board trick? Yes.
Yeah.
When the oil pan it came out of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Late at night, it was pouring rain. We were up on the side of the mountain. His
Yeah.
Jeep hung up.
And his Jeep hung up, and they pulled and damaged the pan, and
Mhm.
so yeah, guys. I mean, it's very important, and I think I said this earlier. You would not believe how much more damage that you can do in the 30 minutes that it takes extra for the tow truck to get there. I've seen some of the craziest things. It needs lift, guys. If you can lift it and then scoot it over, then you're just in a better shape. So just wait for the tow truck.
There was that guy that had that big lifted truck up on Ski Mountain that was in the ditch, and then he put it in 4-wheel drive and
just
didn't remember his wheel just like
yeah.
in pieces. And then there was that other guy that he got severely injured because the guy had a board and a rope, and we showed up and he didn't.
Mhm.
Yeah. So his car was down, and the rope had slack in it, and the vehicle jerked down, and he was beside his car, and the door slammed and almost cut his finger off. I mean, it was
bad.
it was the nastiest finger.
How long have you guys been married, and did you always work the business together?
We really have always worked the business. Even up north when I just had mostly the repair and towing for ourselves, Kristen took care of, getting things and tickets made and getting parts.
Running parts. Yep.
There's many countless hours of driving, going to get. I did a lot of heavy crash stuff up north too. So there was a lot of big parts cars and front ends and frame rails. And she spent many hours on the road. So, and it's the same here. She helps me with towing and winching and
Yes.
27 years.
It'll be 27 years in 2 weeks.
27 years in 2 weeks on August the 8th.
Nice.
Night.
Night. Love you, Doug.
Okay.
Have you ever been sued in small claims court and your videos helped you in the case?
It's never went that far because the videos are so amazing, and this is exactly why I started doing this. And I kind of give everybody the same. For instance, I had an insurance company reach out to me and say that we scratched all 4 wheels of a vehicle, and we were able.
It was like a Lexus or something
Yeah.
too. So they were like
How do you even manage
extra
that?
expensive.
We were able to send that, the video and the pictures out, and it just takes care of it. They're like, oh wait, no, he didn't. So that's how the channel got started, guys. Was the damage claims. Everybody wanted to say you scratched something or tore something up, and I had all of these videos that I was holding on our computer, and I didn't really have the storage for it. So one day I got the wild hair that I was just going to start uploading them to YouTube and let YouTube hold the storage for me. And then if I ever needed to reference them, then it was there and I didn't have. So that's how my channel got started. And thank you guys.
Yes.
One more question.
I guess I'm just gonna wait for Elijah to come
Oh, okay.
up here because we're gonna go eat after this. So that's why the
I'll
cutoff
take
was.
you. I'll take you with me.
That's why the cutoff was.
But if I had to
7.
take them with me, I'd have to transfer it to my phone,
Oh, good Lord. Did we do that again?
and then it would have no
Yeah,
sound.
and then it would have no sound. Yes.
But if I was eating and it didn't have sound, that might be a good thing.
Have you ever thought about using your local shop to sell your merch?
So yes, we've had Jerry and Kelly. We love Jerry and Kelly.
Mhm.
They're amazing. They're the reason that we're in Gatlinburg, and they're just really cool. They're just really cool people. But they have reached out to us and told me to get off of my hind end, and that I needed to get the building over there at our Gatlinburg lot prepared for a merch store.
Mhm.
And they've been trying to push me. We've had so many things going on in life that this year it's just been crazy. So we're, like I said, guys, I keep saying we get bigger every year with your guys' donations on helping and just growing the channel from you guys watching and the support. We'll eventually get there, I promise. But that's just a really cool thing, and hopefully we can take Jerry and Kelly up on their stuff there, and just keep growing.
Where did you learn to drive like that? They say you're the best driver they've ever seen.
No, guys. So I've always kind of had. So even I was 18 years old, I think, when I was driving. They put me in a box truck delivering ice. There was a company called Cosner's Ice up north, and at 18 years old, I was driving a 28-foot box truck full of ice. You know how heavy ice is. Big air brake truck, and we would. So I don't know. I'm just always. It's the same. If you do it, you learn. Hands on. Hands on is the best way. And yes, I've taken out a few awnings with a box truck and scraped up some sides and things like that. But
did you ever get one hung up in a ditch?
never got one hung up in a ditch. Never had to call a tow truck.
Why has it been so long since you posted a video? We post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So there's a new video going out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
That was the song. I'm singing now.
Yeah, if you
See,
you mark your bingo card.
Bingo!
Yes. Is there a cap on what a tow company can charge for an illegal tow? Can they charge $1,000 and up? Pigeon Forge is, I think, $1,000. The cap is $1,000.
Yeah, they were saying that we should have or could have or something like that. During our more hateful events, man, the rod run events where they just taking over stuff, that's crazy. What the last guy said, he was going to go get a tattoo across the street and parked at the store and bought a candy bar, and just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yes.
And it's interesting because there's tons of parking in Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge is like the last place you should get in trouble for parking anything. The opportunity over here is huge. We've got lots everywhere. There's no sense of it.
Lots that are specific for parking and walking around, not for,
No sense of it. And anybody that it's not on right now, but thank you guys for recommending the microphones.
The DJI ones?
DJI
Yes.
phones, and they're easy to clip on, and they work really good.
How is the RAM holding up since the initial problems?
The RAM is not had any more problems. It's not had any less. No, it's been good. I don't know, DPF. I've had a couple of DPF lights, so I'm anticipating stopped up emissions here soon. I've gotten about 55,000 miles on it now. It's still had its same issues. I've had a squeaky belt, which they said was paint on a crankshaft pulley. Shouldn't have been painted or should have been a different texture. So I fought that. I fought ABS, traction control lights, which I kind of take that to me when I get a load on it. The front end gets a little light, so sometimes that'll come on. Tire pressure monitor is a huge Chrysler thing. I do not know why Chrysler cannot get it right. Kendra had a Jeep.
Same problem.
We had a Challenger. We had traction. I hate lights.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've had one wheel bearing that we replaced. The other side's been good. It's really been an amazing truck. MPL 40 has held up for me. I've had a lot of people reach out to me saying that, they wanted the exact same truck. They were trying to order it, couldn't find it. They're hard. Trucks are hard to find, guys. That one's, I probably got $120,000 wrapped up in that truck. And it works. It works every day and does exactly what we want it to do. I had a bunch of people reach out to me for bumper. That's going to be on. So Kendra has set up an Amazon affiliate. So all of those links are going to be in there on that stuff. And if you guys purchase anything from those links, they do give us some commission on that stuff. But it's nice because we have tested and tuned everything that's on there. So that winch tray, the cables, the straps, the snatch blocks, the pull, anything that's on there, you see us use every day. So we're going to put that link in that description, and it's going to be really good.
The link is always in the description. So if you would like to browse any of the products that they use on a daily basis, that is all in the Amazon storefront. It doesn't cost you any extra to click on the links. Amazon pays us commission if you purchase using the link. But if you're ever curious about any of the products that you see them using, that's in the description.
And I try to get that, and I will get that video out there. I promise. I started to do it the other day, and then it started to rain after I got all the equipment out of the truck, and I was going to do a video of what's all on the truck and what you guys want to see. But I will get that video out there. We do use a lot of that stuff, and we will put those in. Bailey's, Bailey's Towing Equipment, amazing company, guys. So those straps have been life-changing to me, and they've made us a bunch of custom rigging and sent that over for us, and we use that stuff daily. If you see any of the Bailey stuff and the blue straps, those things are great.
Yes.
But like I said, the winch tray and we call them hot dogs. I don't know what I call them.
What are we call them that because they stick up?
I've had a lot of people reach out and say, "What are those big orange
Oh
markers?"
yes, those are linked in the description as well.
Linked in the description.
Yes.
So
marks the front winch.
Yeah.
So I put that big winch tray on there, and the winch, and it sticks out further. And I was trying to judge mash barrels and alleys that I wasn't going to run into, so I wanted to put those up there to know how much farther that my stuff was. So those are markers, plow markers, but they're in the. If you guys want a set of those, they're there. But I call them hot dogs.
Yes.
I don't call them hot dogs.
I've gotten a lot of questions about GoJacks. Do you own GoJacks to move cars faster out of tight spots?
I do, and they're on. We don't have the GoJack brand. I actually got mine at Harbor Freight. We're lucky enough to have some really cool Harbor Freight stores here. But I have two. I keep two of them on the smaller truck. I think Elijah's. Yeah, I see Elijah.
Yes.
I keep two of them on the smaller truck. So let me tell you guys, GoJacks. You guys will use these things, and you'll see them used on flatland. So, in northern parts of the world or Indiana up north where there's not any hills and hollers, the GoJacks are very nice because you can deploy those. You can put them up under the vehicle and literally push a vehicle up around the parking lot. But very dangerous for our area because you can put those under a vehicle, and if you put them under a vehicle that's in a slope parking lot, that vehicle is going to take off. So I have learned that the GoJacks are pretty cool because I'll just put one under one wheel, because if you can get one wheel up, then it'll spin and it'll roll. And they have bearings and rollers on those GoJacks. And
it's a little bit more controlled with just one.
It is.
But it's still kind of.
I'm going to try to get some last minute questions in here.
Last minute questions.